So my name is Winston. People call me Winnie. I actually joined Clover on lockdown. This is a view of our office. Actually, our tech guys tend to come into work once in a while. Um, Let me share what we've been going through. So during COVID, we actually supported and provided essentials. Your produce like your groceries, your food items, your fruits and vegetables. We supported Hyderabad and Bangalore completely. Um, Most importantly, we are helping build out India's fastest agri-tech firm, where unlike most companies that aggregate, we actually work with farmers, guys. So prior to Clover, I never knew what it was to actually work in a farm. Over the last 2 years, actually during COVID as well, I and my tech team also worked in a farm to understand actually how difficult it is, guys. So it's not easy. We see food on the table. It's not easy for a farmer. He's got to wake up, convince people to come and help him harvest, and then he's got to get that to the city, and he's got to get the right price for it. So we built a platform which is unifying the farm, the warehouse, and the home. Built out an app and the base infrastructure with about 8 software professionals, guys from great companies like ThoughtWorks, Navi, and it's all about a hybrid model. There are some members in my team that have to be in the farm because they can't work from home, so that's their home. There are people like me and the tech team that occasionally come. We challenge each other. We look at what difference we're making, and it's been a great ride over the last 2 years. One term that I learned over the pandemic, we say work from home, but we like to joke about it. It's work from hometown. But we are following a hybrid model. Yeah, I just wanted to crack up some of y'all. So for us, it's about fun. For me, especially, it's about fun. We are looking for devs who really passionate about their craftsmanship or their craft peopleship. Currently hiring for full stack. We also approached Flutter, but looking for somebody who's more than happy to take the build out. I think we're looking for people to try and help the farming sector, really starved of talent. So looking for the guys who want to come and make a difference to that farmer in India, actually. I don't think there's any, I'm sure there are great purposes out there. I really love the wingman concept. I think recruiters like ourselves can also use your product. But if you're looking at making an impact, do consider Deep Rooted. Building out a small niche tech team. Love to see who would be interested in knowing more. Okay, guys, so I have a story of a lifetime. I joined on lockdown day 2 years back. I'm part of the core team. I don't call myself a founder, but part of the core team that has built Deep Rooted, the brand. During the pandemic, and we built our tech team during the pandemic, I think we were remote to start with. All right. And one of the things we do, guys, is we have people in the farm, we have people in the warehouse, we work throughout the day. We used to have, these fun Friday afternoon evenings where, we'll get onto a Zoom or a Google call and we'll talk and we'll pull people's legs. That's how I coined the term work from home. We have a guy who is a finance guy that has been able to successfully work from home for more than a year, more than anybody in this organization. One of the things that we are doing is we're encouraging people to take up opportunities and work with other departments. So some of our techies have come forward to go and see how it is to be on a farm. If you're in Bangalore, Hyderabad, we have an email you can write to us. It's called farmvisit@cloverventures.in. Clover Ventures is the company name. Deep Rooted is the brand that we built. So kind of push people to take up more opportunities. I think what we saw was techies developers love to solve problems. When they went to a farm or a warehouse, they realized and appreciated that most of the people that are going to use their technology are not tech savvy and might not, use it instinctively the way a developer will use it. So I think that has proved priceless for us in this journey. So I think connecting people across our company, getting that appreciation, whether it's farm or tech or the marketing team, this is something that we focused on. It's not been easy. Hybrid model. On Fridays, we have the tech roadshow. We invite people from different parts of the company to come and actually be in awe of what the developers are doing. Some of us don't get much of it, but just listening to them, it helps us see how they are making a better company. So that's what it's been like.
So one of the things is the freedom to come up with a solution and implement it. So they have to work with the entire the business team, decide what the solution is, implement it, and take it to production. Basically, you're solving a business problem. It's not like somebody is given you write this piece of code, write this piece of function, deliver it. That's one, and the whole I think the autonomous whatever the environment is one thing which kicks people about, which gives that they make happy about. So that's one. The other thing is the tech itself, right? The problems are not easy, absolutely not easy. And what we have is we are in a physical business, so we have a lot of people, different kinds of people. So we have people who are from the farm background, we have people who are from the warehouse background, we have people who are from the customer service. So the variety of people, the solution you come up with, they look at things very, very differently and perceive very differently. I think that itself makes things not simple. Of course, getting up at night, fixing their issues which they thought would work, and would they assume that this will not happen in production. Okay, so our warehouse operations usually runs in the night, and so our orders and things like that is like the full day and night is warehouse. Of course, that's one thing they really kind of hate about. That was all I can think about. The other thing is we deal with a lot of third-party integrations. So that is a bit of an issue, because when you deal with any external API, there is, I mean, tech community knows that you need to be really aware. You need to get your retries right, timeouts right, fallbacks right. So that's one thing. And a lot of times, dependencies usually get updated without being noticed. So I think these are the two pain points which I can think about and which I kind of deal with day on day basis. Yeah.
So I'll just add, I think if you're at the point where you want to give up, I'll not use the word fire. I'll kind of get you to repurpose your life and look out. I'd still want you to remember me for the good times. One thing maybe not discussed much, I'm not sure about the other people, but across our business, because it's from farm to home, sometimes business models change very fast, guys. Okay, just for the panel, when COVID struck, our business went down to zero in 3 days, guys. 3 days flat, right? We chose not to fire, but we kind of asked people to repurpose themselves, pick up other things. There's enough to do in the startup, enough, right? But if you're somebody who is like, no, I can't do that. I can't pick up a new skill. And in development especially, right? We've thrown things like, hey, can you help us optimize, our order delivery? Can you help us? The farmers are struggling to, use technology. Can we come up with simple ways to do them? Thankfully, we've not lost a lot of people, but if you're about to give up in life, rather than get fired, do the right thing and come forward and say, I'm not necessarily the best fit. I want to leave you remembering you for the good times. And just remember that in startups, sometimes these decisions are not personal, guys. Don't take it personally. And that's what I built. Somebody asked, I think, a question about unconventional workplaces that I love to build. I love to build a place where you come and say, I'm a HR guy, but I do not know how many of you can say this. I've graded 1 ton of tomatoes in 6 hours. Shit, I never saw myself doing that, guys. Right? So... I'm not sure how many of you watch Jerry Maguire. Like, we all start off by saying, show me the money, right? I say, show me your code first, right? And what we try to do, we try to have fair conversations with you to help you show your craftsmanship. Through the conversation, we are trying to also pay above market salaries, but for the right people, right? That's the first step in compensation. I would love to be Murli's wingman someday. I believe and echo his philosophy on building wealth. We are all going to blow through our salaries every month for sure, right? But we want to build wealth for the ability to step back and give back to society or create more companies. If there's one thing I'm proud of today is the fact that Make in India is because people have made equity speak or wealth create for more jobs. So I think it's a combination of getting paid reasonably well. It's also about having fair conversations. So have conversations with us if you're open, if you think you have, if you believe you're at a range of compensation. All I ask is show us your code. We'll show you what we have for you. Try and not go back on that after that, just because somebody else is willing to give you more. I think just respect the fact that some of us are going to have open conversations of what we can and can't afford, right? That's the only thing I look to for candidates. Join us to change agri-tech. Join us to show us the passion you have for your craftsmanship. I'm sure with that, we are looking for developers to come in. We're looking to pay fair. But most important, we're looking for you to grow along with us as we truly believe in being deep-rooted and building community, right? So if you're really passionate and you believe your code is your CV, I want to see your code. Like, I review code. I want to see that. I want you to challenge me saying, hey, that's the first HR guy that can read code. I want to put him to the test. Join us for that if craftsmanship of code is what you want.